Hello there, Leo. Thank you for stopping by for your tarot video forecast for the week of February 9th through the 15th. I am using my Russian Tarot of St. Petersburg once again. And so Monday, what we have coming up for you, Leo, is the Nine of Swords. Now, the Nine of Swords is just telling me that on Monday, you're feeling a little bit obsessed about some situation, and probably it's a situation you don't even have any control over, but you're so pulled into this situation and so worried about this situation that you're having a hard time focusing on other things that have to do with regular everyday life. And this may even be causing you problems with sleeping because you're so drawn in or sucked into this situation. So let's see, let's move on and see what happens the rest of the week here. Tuesday, it looks like we have the King of Clubs showing up in your life. And the King of Clubs is going to be a personality that shows up. This is going to be a gentleman personality. This is somebody who is, it just strikes me. I'm using the term gentleman loosely. This is going to be a male personality. In some cases, he will be a gentleman, and in some cases, not so much. But this is somebody who is very creative, likes to think outside of the box, has a little bit of a rebel heart, and this is somebody who is an expert in what they do. Actually, people love to come to them and get advice in what this person does because he has elevated himself to expert by his own experience and training and just passion about what it is that he does. And he's really, really, really great at problem solving, and it does feel to me like this person actually ties in with whatever's going on Monday that has you feeling so obsessed. And it feels like this guy really helps you to get some perspective on that. And I feel like a lot of you are not even going to be mentioning this subject to this person that shows up on Tuesday, but just in watching them and seeing how they handle things and hearing about their perspectives on different things, it's going to sort of shift the way you're looking at whatever it is that was bothering you on Monday, and that's going to help relieve some of the angst there. For others of you, I do feel like you will actually be talking to this person about the situation. And for those of you who find yourselves talking to this King of Wands personality, I feel like he is going to be somebody who has been... It feels like this other situation that you're worrying about has to do with another person and something that they're doing or not doing, or some situation in their life. That's why it's something you don't have control over. It's not your situation, but you're upset about this other person's situation, okay? And so when you talk to this King of Clubs person, this King of Clubs personality is going to really be able to help you because he's been in this other person's place before. And so as you find yourself talking to him about this situation, you may not have realized he's been in this other person's situation before, but he has, and he's going to be able to give you some insights on how that other person might be feeling and why that other person might be handling it the way they're handling it, and things like that. So it's not that it's actually going to change the situation to talk to this person, but it is going to change your perspective on it, and you're going to suddenly understand some things that you didn't understand before. And that's whatever type of interaction you have with this person, whether you actually ask them or talk to them about the situation or whether you don't. Somehow this person is going to convey to you some information that helps you to understand more what's going on with the situation that's on your mind with this other person, this other third person that's not the King of Wands, King of Clubs, excuse me. Okay, so moving on to Wednesday. We have the Ten of Coins. The Ten of Coins is a really nice card upright. Now this card just means that you have something that adds to your sense of security in this manifestation happened to you on Wednesday. For some people, sometimes this comes up as relationship issues. This comes up as taking a relationship from one level to the next level. Say you've been dating somebody and you decide to go exclusive, or say that you've been exclusive with somebody, now you're moving in with each other. Or if you've been living with each other, now you're getting married. It's taking that relationship to the next level can really add to our sense of security here in this manifestation for a lot of people. And I do feel like for a lot of you, this is taking a relationship to the next level. For others of you, and some of you that are taking relationship to the next level, this is not only talking about romantic relationship. For a lot of you, this is going to be talking about business relationships going to the next level. maybe signing a contract with somebody or some company that you had been looking at or had been wanting to sign a contract with. Maybe they accept you or you accept them, but something that moves you forward in that way and adds security to your life. Now, other ways that security can be added to your life: new car, a car fixed that's been broken, adding on to the home, maybe upgrading the home or updating the home. Another thing can be additions to the family. Additions to the family can add to some people's sense of security. So say you bring home a new baby, building that family. Okay, so there's a lot of different ways that this can manifest, and I'm feeling like we've got a lot of business relationships going to the next level. We've got some romantic relationships going to the next level for you Leos, and we have some very physical, tangible things happening too. Upgrades to the home, upgrades to the vehicles, those types of things going on as well. And so that was Wednesday. Thursday, what we have going on for you Leos is we have the Two of Coins in reverse. Now, when the Two of Coins comes up in reverse, this tells me that not only are you very, very, very busy on Thursday, but that you are so busy that if there's any way for you to delegate some of your responsibilities to somebody else, that would be a good idea, just to make sure that nothing falls through the cracks, because otherwise you've really got a big job ahead of you, just keeping to everything that comes up that you need to handle and take care of. All right, so let's see here. What about Friday? Three of Clubs in reverse for you Leos. I feel like there's going to be a change of travel plans for most of you. This feels like a pretty solid, most of you across the board type of card to me. Of course, this is a general reading, so not any of it is going to apply to everybody. Little bits and pieces will apply to lots of people. Some people will have all of it apply to them, and some people will have none of it apply to them. General reading. If you want to know specifics for yourself, the best thing to do is get a private reading. But what I'm seeing is, looks like Friday a lot of you are going to have changes to travel plans. Changes to travel plans is not the same as cancellations to travel plans. I feel like a few of you will have cancellations to travel plans, but some of you, this will just strictly be changes. Maybe your flight was going to leave at a certain time, and then you find out that, oh, they overbooked on that flight, and they let you know and say, okay, we have to put you on a different flight. So now you have a different flight. Or maybe your traveling companions change. Maybe somebody can't come with you that was going to come with you, and so now someone else steps into their place, or maybe somebody doesn't. But anyway, maybe destinations change. Maybe you come up with new things that you want to explore while you're traveling. But just what I see coming in on Friday is travel plans changing. I see for a small percentage of you that these are travel plans actually while you're traveling on Friday that come up. These changes come up. But for most of you, I feel like you're still in the planning stages of this trip or adventure. Wow, for a lot of you, this is an adventure. And that just some of the plans are still morphing and changing and transforming on Friday. So then Saturday, Leos, we have the Queen of Clubs coming up in reverse. That's interesting because we had the King of Clubs earlier on Tuesday. But he wasn't in reverse, he was straight up. So this is the Queen of Clubs. The Queen of Clubs is coming up in reverse, and this is telling me, all right. Okay, so I've got a few things going on at the same time. Let me kind of sort them all out here. Okay, so I feel like this has to do with some of the plans that we saw that were being changed on Friday. Seems like this brings up some kind of dilemma for some of you Leos, where you're just going to be kind of trying to figure out, okay, how do I handle these changes? How do we pull this off and keep everything going smooth? And so I see that feeling like a little bit of a dilemma for you on Saturday. I feel like you do pull it off kind of at the last minute, and you're not very sure about your solution, but it's kind of the best that you can come up with, so you just kind of have to wing it. Yay, don't we all love those situations? But it feels like it's going to work out pretty well for most of you. You know, a little bit of glitchiness, but not too bad. Be able to handle it pretty well. And then on Sunday, I have the Six of Swords. So this looks to me like for most of you, your travel actually begins on Sunday. The departure on the trip. For most of you is Sunday. I do feel like for some of you this is coming in Saturday night. I don't know if that's because of difference of time zones or whatever, but so I do feel like some of you are going to actually be leaving on this trip like Saturday night. Some of you Sunday. A lot of you early Sunday, all the way up into Sunday afternoon, I'm feeling like you Leos leaving on some sort of trip. And it doesn't, for most of you, this does not feel like a little trip. This feels like a trip that you really have put some thought and some plan into. So this is not like just jumping over to the next town to go to, you know, the next biggest mall or whatever. This is more of an adventure trip. It doesn't even feel like a business trip for most of you. Maybe 10% of you it's a business trip, but for most of you this feels like more of an adventure, something fun, and exploring new things on this trip. Okay, so Leo, that is your week. For those of you who would like to schedule a private session with me, go ahead and check out my website, because I do more than psychic tarot. I also do spiritual healing as well as medium work. So check out my website. I'm at amista.info, amista.info. Once you've looked around a little bit there, if you still feel like I'm the best person for you to work with, feel free to contact me and we will schedule you a session as quickly as I possibly can. For the rest of you, I will see you next week. Everybody, have a great week. Peace out.